Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Bellingham gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Bellingham! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy's son really is a manager's dream. A second striker, poacher and a winger, all in one. And don't forget, great off both feet. You just don't get that sort of tactical versatility in players playing up front. Such a rare talent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Hakimi. And it's Guardiola. Julie. That's going to go a long way. Conte.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. And here's Bellingham. And it's Messi. Bellingham. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Luis Suarez, opts to play it back. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Son, great hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Batistuta.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Julie. Now it's Drogba. Rice. And the flag has stayed down. Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a loose ball. Keeper has taken decisive action. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. He has found a way through. That is lovely. And Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Rice. Nicely intercepted. Bastoni. Conte.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bastoni. And the whistle goes for half-time. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
Today's match are now available.
Some first-half thoughts?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't
Substitution.
be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Big chance, corner.
Quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Because of that first goal now, it's a great opportunity to make a one-way traffic and add to this lead.
No, that's overhit. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Batistuta. Fullback is in acres of space here. Lovely bit of skill. And the shot! And he hits the net! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Son Heung-min. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is...
Messi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Alexander-Arnold gathers from the goal kick. Belletti. It's a goal kick. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Bastoni attempts a clearance. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold. Conte. Pedri puts his foot on the gas. Oh, he's found support out wide.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Pedri. Bastoni getting this one clear. Bellingham.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Messi.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Rice. He is through here. Pedri. Now this could be a chance. And that has sent him sprawling. And that's it. Barcelona can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's pretty clear that...
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
He does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
He's a sharp little ball here. Out of play for a goal kick. Pass is just off target. Ribery. Conte. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Belletti. For Messi. Stood up well to him there. Now that looks a decent ball. And that should get the job done. He's had a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Up he goes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And it's played forward. And it's Conte. No way through. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Messi. Conte. And here's Batistuta. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Dijk clears. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Luis Suarez. Son Heung-min. And the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Barcelona really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
There will be 1 minute added
We are
time.
into stoppage time, and he's intervened well there. And the first 45 minutes are up. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not going to want to try and so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0.
One of our fan club members.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Here we go again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And he's managed to get rid.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Messi receives it in a good position. And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's tried one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Van Dijk. Belletti. And here's Bellingham. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Son Heung-min! Got to be quick to recover this. And it's Belletti. Back towards his own goal.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other
The
choice.
attendance for this match was 71,649.
And here's Bellingham. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Decent hit! Yes, it's there! And that's it. That was always inevitable. They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Son Heung-min, he's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Alexander-Arnold made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. And let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort. This is what good chemistry is all about.
And they've been given a corner. Barcelona get their fourth corner.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Bellingham. Coming on to replace him is number
And that has been
24,
cleared. And he's had it! And that could have brought them level.
Ribery was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop!
Yamal has it in a wide position. He's picked his way through. Some resolute defending there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Guardiola. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Nicely aimed pass.
Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And they've got rid. And here's Guardiola. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Son Heung-min is offering a wry smile there.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Terrific header! And the ball's come loose here.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. St Johnstone have it back and can go again. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh no, what can he finish? Goal! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And it's Messi. Luis Suarez is wide and looking to get onto this. Rodri. Very nearly half an hour gone here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's found a way past. He's got a side of goal.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, it's Batista. Fires from distance. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Batistuta brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Hello,
well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 7, Modric.
And we're off
Number
again.
9, Didier
Well, I think
Drogba.
starting this half in a strong manner is essential,
Number
Peter,
10,
if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Hits one! Son Heung-min. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Corner number 2 then. And they've got Reed. Alexander-Arnold clears it away. Now then, the ball's come loose. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated.
Son Heung-min, and the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter.
This match was 71,550.
Neatly clipped into space. Shot could be on. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. St Johnstone appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Bellingham. Luis Suarez. It's Bellingham! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's heaved it away. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Son Heung-min. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And it's Beckham. And Messi!
Footballing width usually identifies with...
Header! And that would have been game, set and match.
Batistuta really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, what a climb!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Bellingham. Son Heung-min.
Has been indicated.
Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Time added on will... And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the... Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The action has already started. Oh, he's been... and the shots! Hernandez getting this one clear. Rodri producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. This is Batistuta. Now the finish! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The goal scorer for Brazil.
The
After
breakaway
7
clinical
minutes
and clean, and the
number
finish
20.
unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Luis Suarez. He's had it! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Messi.
Oh, that was expansive and
In with a header! Firm header, just off target.
that's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's the shot! Dispatched clinically. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Barcelona and Batistuta! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's got away. Alexander-Arnold attempts a clearance. Belletti. He's in plenty of space here. And the shot! Well, the ball's come loose here. Alexander-Arnold. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham. A temporary retreat here.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And it's Drogba.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Drogba. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Now it's Messi. Belletti. Bellingham. Rodri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looks a good ball through. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Great defending, strong and determined.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Pedro Neto. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Messi. Oh, played right into his path. And the first half is done. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1-1.
So we reach the halfway point. Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Barcelona head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. And we are back underway. That's cause for mild irritation.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. That looks a decent ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Now, who's going to be first? This time, surely! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Son Heung-min.
The attendance for this
So
match
we've reached the hour mark.
70,987.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Drogba. Alexander-Arnold. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played through for the wide man.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That'll be a throw-in. And it's Son Heung-min. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Always onto this. And Batistuta! And that should get the job done.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now it's Luis Suarez. Picked out Messi! It's a loose ball. Belletti.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Bayer is there to clear. Oh, no joy this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Played into space out wide. And he can clear it away.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
And a quick
So a brief
reminder
breather,
today to
and
please
then
take
extra
all
time.
the bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution for Barcelona, number 24, Conte. Number
90
10,
minutes gone
Bellingham.
and nothing between them
Coming
still.
on the field, number 14,
Guardiola.
Higuain. Number 8.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Substitution.
Played in deep. And the keeper's in command. Son Heung-min is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's Batistuta. Just eases him off the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Alexander-Arnold. And here's Son Heung-min. Guardiola. Now it's Luis Suarez. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, there's the clearance. Half-time, extra time.
Please report to the staff room
Yeah,
immediately.
90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Alexander-Arnold. Looks for the finish. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Now it's Batistuta. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Messi. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Szoboszlai, done delicately. Rodri can get it clear. And Alexander-Arnold. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they
Just a
both
quick
ran their
reminder
socks
today,
off.
please refrain from parking outside
Okay,
the stadium.
get set.
Thank
We
you very
have
much for your
penalties.
cooperation.
Boy, you can feel the tension. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he has done his bit.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Owen, next in line, and here he is.
Never looked in doubt, really. He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line. Would have taken the keeper with it.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Mbappe is the second man to step up for his team. Utterly decisive, right down the middle.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
The third man in the queue. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Big character, big moment, big save. Barcelona with the chance to go 2 up. Oh, it's saved, pretty much straight at him.
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
Pedro Neto is the fourth man to step up. Oh, what a save!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
So this to seal it. And he delivers! Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with... So without question, it is one of the most awaited,
Hello,
most
everybody,
anticipated
and
days on
welcome
the
to today's
footballing
match.
calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, It adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Drogba.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite in the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Tries to get it clear. Played back.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Musiala. Turns back here, probably the best option. Neymar.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Sonkrasin. Thailand looking to pass their way through. Approaching the half-hour mark. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Sonkrasin has a goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. There's the header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Musiala! Oh, he's put Musiala! It's in! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Conte. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Sonkrasin.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. He won't be happy with that one. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Coming on to replace
So we're
him
just settling
is
back into this second
number
half.
4, Pedro Neto.
Thailand can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the shot! It's in! And there is his 30th goal. Simplicity itself.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
After 55 minutes is...
And that has added a whole
Number
new
18.
complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
The
And that means
attendance for
just
this
one thing, I
match was
suppose.
71,898.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He's found a way through. Picked out. He's had a shot.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's got Toll. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Drogba fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Neymar. He's picked his way through.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Sonkrasin.
There will be one
There'll be a
minute
minute of
time.
stoppage time. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. So that's it. It is all over. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
And now
Thailand
to
can
all
always
members of the
take
crowd,
more positive...